Dear students, in the last video I explained about forward and backward interpolations. Now I will explain some problems on forward and backward difference. Now here I told you in the last video at the end, for any problem no need to construct forward difference table and one more backward difference table. In one table we can consider both the values. In the first problem I will explain how to consider both the values in one table. For example, construct a forward and backward difference table for a given data and hence identify the leading backward entries and for leading forward and backward entries. I told you already what is leading forward entry and leading backward entries. What is a leading forward entry? The first element from the third column are called leading forward entry. So what is leading backward entry? The last element from the third column are called as leading backward entries. Now here, first we need to construct the finite difference table, that is a forward difference table and backward difference table, and afterwards we need to find out the forward leading entry and backward leading entry for a given data. First I will show how to construct forward difference table. So observe the table here. First I consider the values of x and then the values of y, y0, y1, y2, y3, y4 and y5. Now first forward difference. The third column represents the first order forward difference, first order, and it is denoted by delta y0. I know the definition already. What is delta y0? y1 minus y0 gives delta y1. So here y1 minus y0 is nothing but 15 minus 6, that is 9. So next, delta y1. Delta y1 definition is y2 minus y1, that gives delta y1. Similar to that, y3 minus y2 gives delta y2. Similar to that, y4 minus y3 gives delta y3 and y5 minus y4 gives delta y4. And we can't find the last one, delta y5, because to find out delta y5 I need y6, no y6 here. So this is my last value of first order forward difference. Now using this we need to find out the second order forward difference, that is denoted by delta square. So first one, delta square y0 is nothing but delta y1 minus delta y0 gives delta square y0. So delta y2 minus delta y1 gives delta square y1. Similar to that, delta y3 minus delta y2 gives delta square y2. And almost similar to this previous one, delta y4 minus delta y3 gives delta square y3. So this completes the second order forward difference. So now the first order, second order is over. Now still I have some non-zero values here in a second order. So I need to go for third order. So to find out the third order forward difference, the definition is delta y1 minus delta y0 gives delta cube y0. So delta square y2 minus delta square y1 gives delta cube y1. Similar to that, delta square y3 minus delta square y2 gives delta cube y2. So this completes the third order forward difference. Now observe the third order. I have three non-zero values. All the three values are distinct. So I can go for fourth order. So using the third order, find out the fourth order. To find out delta 4 power y0, the definition is delta cube y1 minus delta cube y0. That gives delta power 4 y0. Similarly, delta cube y2 minus delta cube y1 gives delta power 4 y1. So this completes the fourth order forward difference. Now we have two distinct values, non-zero values. So I can go for fifth order. The difference of these two gives fifth order. Now this is my last value here because I can't find the sixth order. To find out sixth order, I need two different values, but I have only one element. So this is the maximum order for a given data. So this is my forward difference table. And I want to find the forward leading forward entries. So what is the definition? First element from the third column. Observe the table, the red color values, delta y naught. This is the first element from the third column. Delta square y naught minus 7 is the first element from the fourth column. Plus 17 is the first element from the fifth column. Similarly, minus 28 and 76. So these are my leading forward entries. So this is the procedure of construction of forward difference table. Okay. Now for a given data, we'll construct backward difference table. Observe this table. Similar to the forward difference, first column I will consider the values of x, and then I will consider the values of y, and I will denote y0, y1, y2, the given values. Now the first order backward difference. I told you already, del y0 is not possible because according to the definition, y0 minus y minus 1. So this is not possible. So del y0 is not possible. So no values here. The first element in the first order backward difference is del y1. The definition is y1 minus y0. This gives del y1. So to get del y2, y2 minus y1 gives del y2. Similar to that, y3 minus y2 gives del y3. y4 minus y3 gives del y4. y5 minus y4 gives del y5. So this is my first order backward differences. Now using this first order backward difference, we'll go for second order backward difference. The definition is del y2 minus del y1 gives del square y2. Del y3 minus del y2 gives del square y3. Del y4 minus del y3 gives del square y4 is equal to minus 1. So del y5 minus del y4 gives del square y5. So this completes my second order. Now on similar procedure, we need to find out the third order, fourth order and fifth order. So in this table, we need to identify the leading backward entries. So what is the definition for leading backward entries? The last element from the third column are called leading backward entries. So here also I mentioned in the red color. So 47, 36, 37, 48 and 76. So these are the leading backward entry for a given data. So this is the procedure of how construction of backward difference table. Now observe both the table. I will minimize for comparison. Observe both the table here. The forward and backward, both the tables. Observe the values 9, 9, 2. Observe the third column 9, 2, 12, 11, 47. Similarly in the backward 9, 2, 12, 11, 47. Same value. Observe the fourth column minus 7, 10, minus 1, 36. Similarly here minus 7, 10, minus 1, 36. And observe the third order, fourth order and fifth order. All the values are same. So that's why when you are going to construct the table, just construct the forward difference table. From the forward difference table only we can identify the leading backward entries. Now observe here the last value from the third column and the last value from the third column in both the table. 47, 36, 37, 48, 76. Same here 47, 36, 37, 48 and 76. There is no difference. And observe the first value from the third column 9, minus 7, 17, minus 28 and 76. Same here 9, minus 7, 17, minus 28, 76. There is no difference. So sometimes we may need to construct both, but construct any one, forward or backward table. Preference is given to forward difference table. So this is the procedure of construction of forward difference table. Now using this, we'll discuss some important problems. The first problem. Find y when x is equal to 1.4. I want to find the value of y at x is equal to 1.4 by using the data. The data is given here, some values of x and the corresponding values of y. So now, here observe x starts from 1 to 5. X value lies between 1 to 5. And I want to find the value of y when x is equal to 1.4. And this 1.4 is nearer to the initial value of x. So I told you already, when x is nearer to x naught, use forward interpolation formula. Okay, so that's the reason here I am going to use Newton's forward interpolation formula. For that, I want to construct a table for a given data. Now observe here. As usual, first column I will consider the values of x. Second column I will consider the values of y. This is y0, y1, y2, y3 and y4. Now the third column is nothing but first order forward differences. That is y1 minus y0 gives 16. Similarly, y2 minus y1 gives 32. And then the difference of 112 minus 58 gives 54. Then the difference of 194 minus 112 gives 82. Okay, so this completes the first order. Observe the arrow mark. ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಕಾಲಮ್ ರೋ ಇಂದ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ರೋ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬನ್ನಿ. Now for the second order, 32 minus 16 gives 16. 54 minus 32 gives 22. And next, 82 minus 54 gives 28. Similar to that, 22 minus 16 gives 6. And then 28 minus 22 gives 6. And then 6 minus 6 gives 0. So this is my forward difference table. And as usual, first values from the third column in the red color. I will tell you later why. Now consider Newton's forward interpolation formula. I told why I am using Newton's forward interpolation formula, because the value of x is nearer to x naught. So I am using Newton's forward interpolation formula. Consider that formula. And we need to find out r. When we are using Newton's forward interpolation formula, the formula for r is x minus x naught by h. What is h? Step length. That is difference between the consecutive values of x. What is the difference here? So the difference is 1. So step length is 1. So consider that here. At what point we are finding the value of y? At x is equal to 1.4. So x is 1.4. What is the initial value of x? That is 1. So consider that here. So you will get r. R is 0.4. So in the formula, substitute r by 0.4. And now, what is delta y naught? The first element from the first order. What is delta square y naught? First element from the second order. What is delta cube y naught? First element from the third order. What is delta power 4 y naught? First element from the fourth order. Now substitute these values here. You will get the value of y when x is equal to 1.4. That is 14.864. So this is the working procedure of Newton's forward interpolation formula. Now I will explain one more problem. The area of a circle corresponding to the diameter is given below. So here we given in terms of application oriented. X represents a diameter and y represents area of a circle for different diameters. The diameter represents the x value, the area represents the y value. So I want to find the area of a circle whose diameter is 105. Okay. Now which one is the suitable one? This 105 is nearer to xn. So I will apply the backward interpolation formula. Here we are finding the value of y when x is equal to 105. So that x is nearer to xn, that is the last value of x. So when the x is nearer to xn, I am going to use the backward interpolation formula. As usual, first we need to construct the table. How to construct the table? First consider the values of x and then the values of y. y0, y1, y2, y3 and y4. and this is represents del y1. That is the difference of these two. Difference of these two gives 648. Similarly, difference of these two gives 688. And then difference of these two gives 726. And then the difference of these two values gives 766. Okay. Similar to that, find out the difference of these two. You will get 40. Find out the difference of these two. You will get 38. And difference of these two, you will get 40. And similarly here, minus 2 and plus 2. And the difference of these two is 4. And I told you here, I'm going to use the backward interpolation formula. So I need leading backward entries. That is the last value from the third column. Okay. Now consider Newton's backward interpolation formula. You know the formula already. Yn plus r into del yn plus r into r plus 1 by 2 factorial into del square. Remember here we are using r into r plus 1 up to 4th order because I am defining up to 4th order. Now what is the formula to find out r here? X minus xn divided by step length. What is the step length? The difference between the consecutive values of x. The difference is here 5, 5, 5, 5. So consider the step length as 5. At what point I am finding the value of y here? At 105. So consider x is equal to 105. Xn. What is the final value of x? 100. So consider that here you will get r. So substitute r is equal to 1 in the backward interpolation formula. And yn means the last value of y. Del yn means the last value from the third column, that is first order. Del square yn means the last value from the second order. Del cube yn means the last value from the third order. Del power 4 yn means the last value from the fourth order. Now substitute those value. You will get the value of y when x is equal to 105. That is 8666. Means the area of a circle corresponding to the diameter 105 is 8666 square meter. Okay. So now up to here we discussed the Newton's forward and backward separately. But sometimes we may ask both in one problem. Observe the problem here. Given the value of y, this represents y of x is equal to y, means within the bracket x value, right hand side y value. So y of 40 is 184, means x0 is 40, y0 is 184. x1 is 50, y1 is 204. x2 is 60, y2 is 226. Similarly, x3, y3, x4, y4 and x5, y5. Now here I want to find the value of y when x is equal to 38, and also I want to find the value of y when x is equal to 85 using the appropriate formula. We won't mention any method. We will ask using appropriate formula. You need to use the suitable one, maybe the forward or the backward. As usual, first always we need to construct the table. You know already how to construct the table. First consider x values, y values and the first order, second order, third order. Here observe I am not finding the fourth order because observe the values in the third order. All the values are 0, 0, 0, 0. So what may be the fourth order? 0. The difference of 0 is 0 only. The fifth order is also 0. So no need of fourth and fifth order. You can stop up to third order table. First, I am finding the value of y when x is equal to 38. Observe, x is equal to 38. This is nearer to x0. x0 is 40. So 38 nearer to 40. Therefore, when I am finding the value of y at x is equal to 38, I am going to use forward interpolation formula. Okay. So when x is nearer to x0, use the forward interpolation formula. So consider the forward interpolation formula here. Observe here, x is equal to 38, that is nearer to x0. So consider forward interpolation formula. I'm not considering the fourth order term here because the fourth order term is 0 and also the third order is also 0. This term is 0. Now substitute the values. Y0 is nothing but 184. Delta Y0 is nothing but 20. Delta square Y0 is 2. Delta cube Y0 is 0. And as usual r x minus x0 by step length. Step length, the difference between the each x is 10 here. So step length is 10. 38 minus 40 by 10. I am finding the value of y at x is equal to 38. So substitute that here. You will get r value as minus 0.2. So substitute r as minus 0.2. You will get the value of y when x is equal to 38. Use the same table for another problem, y of 85. So observe y of 85, sorry, this is not 38, this is 85. I am finding y at x is equal to 85. So this is nearer to xn. Observe the table. 85 is nearer to 90. Means the last value of x. So that's why I am going to use a backward interpolation formula. So consider backward interpolation formula. For here, to find out r, we know the formula already. X minus xn by h. I am finding y at x is equal to 85. So consider that here. Xn means the last value of x, that is 90. Step length will remain the same, 10. You will get minus 0.5. So substitute r in the place of r, minus 0.5. Yn means the last value of y. Del yn is 28. Del square yn is 2. Del cube yn is 0. Substitute all the values. You will get the value of y when x is equal to 85. That is 289.75. So this, usually in the examination you are going to get the problems like this. In one problem we may ask the forward and backward both. You need to identify the suitable one and then you need to construct one table. From one table you can apply both the formula. If the requirement is forward interpolation, use the first value from the third column, or if the requirement is backward interpolation, use the last value from the third column. So this is your working procedure of forward and backward interpolation formula. Similar to the problem number 4, I explained one more problem here, problem number 5. You can go through the notes. I will send you the notes shortly. You can go through the notes. Okay. And problem number 6 and problem number 7 I will explain later, because these two problems are very important and you need it very much. Okay, so continue in the next class. Thank you.